I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin. Just want to emphasize the Bitcoin weekly RSI is at a decision point. So previously, every time the RSI has reached this pivotal line, this descending trend line, you've seen a rejection. Didn't quite make it there. Here, rejection. Here we are. Okay, so I'm looking for a move, pivotal move. You want to know, is this the bottom? Has Bitcoin bottomed? You want to see a breakout of this falling wedge. 68% chance that it breaks out to the upside. All right, so plan A, breakout coming. Plan B, Fed continues to raise the rates, markets get wrecked, drive lower, double bottom, and bullish divergence, and this whole thing turns around. Okay, at some point it's coming. Now, if you go back to this previous, this was from April of 2020, you see the breakout of this RSI falling wedge, 68% chance that this happens. And when it breaks out, what happens to the price action? So we're going to take this back up to the price action, and just to show you how simple strategies are made. So when you see these falling wedges on the price action, they line up with the RSI. You can use the RSI to front run the price action because the RSI will typically break out before the price action. So the weekly 200 simple, unfortunately, Bitcoin is below this still. I mean, you definitely want to see a regain at that level, right? And so is this the double bottom reversal that we've been waiting on? Back here, Bitcoin topped October 25th, and so basically the break to the upside happened here on this RSI breakout. See that right here? Okay, so where's that line up? Right here. What happened to the price action after this idea played out? Launch to the upside. What is going to happen when this breaks out to the upside? Boom, banging. Okay, now can you get, there's a pattern called a fulcrum. And essentially what happens is sometimes when these falling wedges break out, you get this slow, steady grind sideways. And a lot of times you get rounded bottoms here. And it's a slower turnaround. And that is possible. So go back here, that happened back in 2019. You see how you have this slow rounding, but definitely parabolic move to the upside. And so again, when these falling wedges break out, everything changes. Now notice here how the Bollinger Bands are tightening. They are also obviously tightened here, and then they're starting to tighten. If I just move this out of the way, you can see the upper Bollinger Band, lower Bollinger Band coming in here to tighten. This is a macro idea on, hey, Chris, is this the bottom? I'd love to see this be the double bottom and everything just takes off. However, the Fed, the government right now is working against us because they're trying to cause some pain in the financial markets by raising the value of the dollar, right? So let's zoom in to an idea we talked about yesterday. So on the 4 hour, we said if we get, there's two things are going to happen, plan A and plan B, right? You're either going to get a healthy retest or a bull trap. What you didn't get is a clean answer to this question. And I'm going to show you how you use stock charts to find a clean entry here, right? This bounce, a ton of people in my trading group made a ton of money based on this bounce, just this bounce. These small cap altcoins on Kucoin, make an account today. If you have a small bag and you're trying to double, triple, quadruple it, make an account. The VIP Kucoin link, those coins, they have a mind of their own. They're just doing different things. So you didn't get a bearish retest here. You didn't get the bearish retest, which would basically guarantee downside continuation. You didn't get that. You had a bounce at this level. So how are you going to nail this bounce idea, right? Now the price action has broke above this level, and so you just need it to bullishly retest and hold this level. You could be forming some type of triangle or falling wedge. We just have to see. We really don't have enough data right now, but we're going to answer all those questions through the video. I got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person, he said, remember the last time I had to sell my laptop because I only had $2,000 left? He said, he laughed and he said, now I'm back stronger. I've got $45,000 from the last month. Banging. See, this person made 32 Ethereum, obviously on a leveraged trade, 32 Ethereum on one trade. This person, he's like, in July, my portfolio was 950, down about 75%. Since I've been working hard since July, I've got it back up to $5,200. I want to help you turn things around. I will give you the information to do so. That easy. Make sure you're in the right coins. This person up 0.2 Bitcoin. So what's that? $4,000 in a few weeks. In a few weeks. I had so many people rejoining the group, coming back to where the money is made. We're going to continue the discount. So right now it's 60% off if you pay in crypto and an additional $100 off to make sure you're in the best setups, period. Go over to my website, cryptorev.net. Join. If you have any questions about joining, send me an email, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. Bang. Over the last 24 hours, 12%, 16%, 20%, 20%, 20%, 35%, 58%. Understand that the CME futures give you a different chart perspective, sometimes cleaner patterns to look at than you do on Bitcoin spot because it's harder to manipulate. Bitcoin spot's more manipulated. Okay, you'll see some weekend price action trading and it's kind of a mess. So now what I want you to focus on, because we talked about this idea where 68% chance this breaks higher. Now we have some new information. This is a rising broadening wedge. This is supposed to break lower. Now, is there enough room for another drive higher? Yes, of course. But I want to show you the key. Bulls need a higher high. So the bulls have got to put a high in higher than 21,000, right? And hold it, right? Flip this resistance as support. Soon as you see a lower high, that is cautionary signal that potentially you could see Bitcoin downside. Okay, so this needs another move to the upside to flip this level in order to continue to much higher prices, 22,000, 23,000. If not, again, rising broadening wedge, at some point this breaks lower. So pay attention to Bitcoin. ES1, so this is how we nailed a bounce on total 2. Okay, so we talked about there's multiple charts that you look at. This is total 2. So you add up every single altcoin, Ethereum included, not Bitcoin, but the value of all the altcoins, 125, top 125, is this chart. And so you see that the altcoins bounced hard right here. Well, guess what else bounced hard? ES1 exclamation. I use this and make tremendous amounts of money, and I sometimes don't even look at the Bitcoin chart because the Bitcoin's following this. Altcoins are following this. Until it changes, I'm going to continue to milk this idea. Has changed my life and other people's life. I've got a stack of printouts I'm going to spread all over my wall. So this is from Twitter. We're trying to plan out, okay, here we have these two pictures. I got 5x7s and I got 8x10s of just winners. So we're just, copy paste, trying to make some sort of nice, my walls are going to be full of, and obviously these are the same because we're just using copy and paste to come up with an idea, but I've got walls full of success stories. This is what drives me. I don't need to do this. I do this because of all the DMs I get from you guys, how lives are being changed, how bills are being paid, how debt is being overcome. And so that's why I'm here. Make sure follow me on Twitter, cryptobtc_Chris. Had a lot of really good posts today. I'll run through a couple of those in just a second. Talking about the total 2. Nailed this bounce idea right here yesterday. We said bullish move. All the buyers are hoping for a move right here down to this level. They're going to buy. So where you come from a breakout trader, where most people are breakout traders. And so I want you to graduate. If you've been watching this channel, I want you to graduate to the next level. And I want you to start buying support. So the bottom of a falling wedge or the bottom of a triangle, or just remember, in any pattern, every single breakout attempt is a fake out except for 1. Those are not good odds. So all I'm saying is in times of a bear market, you have to make the most of what the market's giving you. If the market's giving you large patterns, then essentially you're trading the range. So the idea here was to pick up altcoins on the bounce of this resistance called a bullish retest, right? Where you get a break of this key level, all these arrows, key level, you get a bounce of this retest after a breakout. Look at all the volume coming in that confirmed it. We talked about how previously you kind of had this breakout, but we weren't real sure because the volume was dismal. And the volume came in and you got this much cleaner breakout. Now, this level needed to hold, and it did. And it's seen a bounce back up to the same resistance. Now, the next step for the bulls is that they break this level, and you'll see altcoin upside. That's obviously what we're looking for. So now if we go to Ethereum, and we posted this chart, a lot of people DM'd me with money. They did real well. We made 18%. Everything in crypto happens real quick, so you have to have a plan in place before it happens. So is this high going to be higher than this previous high? What does it mean when you get a lower high? I talk about this all the time. So here's your low, your high, your higher low, your higher high. So this is creating an uptrend. But when you get a lower high, which is right here, this means caution, because why? People were willing and happy to settle up, take profits for a price less than the previous high. So psychologically, bearish idea. If you look, then you get a lower low. This confirms the downtrend. This potentially, you got, do you have a lower high? It's, the swing is not complete until it starts to roll over. And so we need more data. But if you don't get a higher high, then you're looking for some type of consolidation pattern. Maybe you get a triangle, for example. You just don't have quite enough data here and you're waiting. 1,000-piece puzzle. Every single minute of every day, you're getting the data that you need from multiple charts to put together an idea to make a tremendous amount of money in this market, period. If you're new in crypto and you haven't made a ton of money yet, your time is coming. Continue to watch this channel. These basic ideas are what differentiate you from the herd. There's going to be a whole crypto craze, run up, rally, FOMO, bull market coming ahead of us. We've got to do everything that we can to prepare ourselves now to take everybody else's money. Remember, the money just doesn't disappear. If you took losses, you didn't just lose it, other people took your money. So we have to prepare. We have to be better. If you're losing money in this market, it means that you're not better than enough traders. You got to be better than at least some of the traders in this market. When the new money gets here, it gets easy because they don't even take profits. They don't even sell. They just hodl. And they had, Ethereum at 5,000 and now it's at 1,500. So you have to take profits. You got to pay yourself. If you don't pay yourself, no one else is going to pay for yourself for you. So back to the ES1. So you can gauge it. We completely nailed this idea. Posted in group right here. Okay, so we're looking for a bounce of this Bitcoin level. And I said, we hadn't even looked at Bitcoin chart in group for most of the day because I already knew what Bitcoin was doing based on the ideas of the other charts. How you take yourself to the next level is learning these ideas. And I know some of it's complicated. If you're new, this is like learning French, German, Spanish, whatever you're not fluent in. If we went to another country, first 2 weeks of watching this channel are going to be hard to understand. But when you start to pick up these ideas, you start to take advantage of this knowledge, you will change your life forever. So you go to Google, type in ES1 exclamation point, space Tradingview, and you can pull up this chart and just start charting it. We nailed, I said, the square nailed the Bitcoin bounce. This is our gauge for how big the move of Bitcoin is. Saw this bounce and Bitcoin immediately did the same. Not making money in this market, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect just to start making money, right? Yes, at some point this market's going to turn around completely and it's easy money, but we're not there yet. So you have to take advantage. It takes a couple of market cycles to make a ton of money in this market where there's no reason you should be working 4 years from now. There's no way. Understand that right now, the longer that this stays in this rising channel, the more Bitcoin upside that we see. Now, if you see a small pullback at some point, that's totally healthy, right? It's just working in this range. It's hitting the high or the upper trend line. And then it comes down and puts in the low and the lower trend line. When this breaks lower, you're taking profits off your longs, anything you're holding, right? Because this could potentially put in a lower low. But the Fed comes out and gives us a miracle less than 75 basis point rate hike on November the 2nd, which is coming. Everybody's basically counting on 75 basis points. I mean, 75 basis points is crazy. Inflation is out of control. The United States government has completely lost control of this economy. And because of the massive rate hikes, everything is starting to stall, where a bunch of big corporations are finally start to show that they're not hitting earnings. Okay, and so all this is taken into account in the ideas that I talk about, and I can simplify this for you over time. So make sure, keep watching these videos. This is going to help you and sink in. DXY, this is the dollar index. Now this bounced, need the dollar to roll over. When this happens, we're looking for Bitcoin upside, stock market upside, which helps Bitcoin obviously. And the weekend is here. So a lot of institutional traders, a lot of big money, they take the weekends off, and then you can focus on altcoins. If Bitcoin just behaves, moves sideways, you can kill a bunch of the small caps on Kucoin.